Just a couple of weeks ago, I made this video right here where I got myself Crimson Armor. And the whole reason that I actually got this armor set is to finally get into Blaze Slayer. Since, if you didn't know, Crimson Armor is the most important thing you need for Blaze Slayer. Through my testing, it definitely did hold itself up to the standard that Blaze Slayer requires, which if it didn't, well, that would have been a problem. Anyway, today, I'm gonna be using that newly attained Crimson to finally start my Blaze Slayer journey. I don't really got anything else to say, so now let's hop into the video. Alright, and it's finally done. I have finally hit Heart of the Mountain 5. It's taken me about like 3 days to do this, which isn't too bad compared to something like an E-Man grind, but it's 3 days I wouldn't have wanted to do this. It's also a really boring grind, and I absolutely did not enjoy this one. But on the bright side, we did gain a Skyblock level here, and obviously our perks from Hot 5, which is Token to the Mountains, a forge slot, forgeable items, and 90 Skyblock XP, which honestly, as far as perks go, isn't really that bad. But obviously, the main benefit from this, and the main reason I was doing this, I can finally use Sorrow now. And the whole reason I did this is because Sorrow gives me true defense, which I'm gonna need a lot of for Blaze Slayer. I'm gonna start with a chestplate with just one piece. We're gonna do a boss and see how it goes. Alright, so low spin Sorrow chestplates are going for 2.65 million coins. But if I wanted to just buy the materials to craft it, which is 24 Sorrows right here, it is significantly cheaper, about 1 million coins cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this instead. Now, if I just put these Sorrows like this, I can go ahead and craft myself a Sorrow chestplate. And now let's go ahead and max it out and throw everything on we need to. So let's start things off with the Recom. And we can reforge it to Ancient. And now for some enchantments. And first enchantment, we already have a problem with this. I was gonna get G6P6 on this because I guess the survivability aspect of things is a bit more important now. I don't know if it's actually gonna do anything, but I'll still go ahead and get it. However, P6 is 35 million coins right now for some reason, and there's no supply anyway, so I guess we'll just go with Protection 5 for now and come back to this. However, I definitely can go ahead and get G6. Never mind, I can't. There we go, finally. If you are enjoying this video so far, I'd ask that you drop a like and a sub down below. I'm on a race with Flame Game Gods to 10,000 subscribers, and if we win that, I'll give you guys 150 million coins in my Discord. Speaking of which, join that for giveaways, carries, and more. The link is going to be in the description. And now let's hop back into the video. I also am going to go ahead and get Reflection 5, even though it's 7 million coins, which is a bit expensive. 5 true defense is going to help. But I can't buy this either, bro. What is going on with this game right now? Alright, there we go. I ended up buying just 16 level 1 books, and it actually ended up being cheaper too. But anyway, I can finally now go ahead and add Reflection to this chestplate. Next, let's get some hot potato books. And some fumings. And that should be pretty much everything on this chestplate, except for the gemstones, which we're gonna do now. So the only slot that's actually useful for me is the universal slot. The other two are just for mining. So I'm gonna spend 6 million coins here and unlock this real quick. And since the goal with this chestplate is to stay alive, we're gonna be using Opal for true defense. That's just way too expensive, so we're gonna go with the 3.5 million coin flawless gemstone. Actually, I lied, we need one more thing on this chestplate, which is the ultimate enchantment, so there are actually like 3 options for this one. First of all, Habanero Tactics, not gonna go for that, it's just way too expensive. We also have Legion here, but there's like 1 player down there at max at all times. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and go for Last Stand. It's cheap, and I want to throw something on there, and I just don't think Legion will be worth it, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab Last Stand 5 here. Alright, so next we're going to be crafting the daggers for Blaze Slayer, so that's going to start off with us buying 30 silver magma fish here, as well as 5 enchanted sulfur, and a couple of pieces of molten powder to top it off. Now I can go ahead and craft myself the twilight dagger, as well as the fire dust dagger. And now let's get these maxed out, starting with some basic enchants. Alright, and there's all the enchantments on both daggers here. We can also go ahead and reforge both of these daggers to withered, or not. There we go. Dude, why are recoms so expensive? 9.5 million coins for a single recom is actually atrocious, bro. And they literally insta-fill. I don't even have time to contemplate my life decisions or be sad about the prices of this. Oh, here's your recoms. Anyway, I can go ahead and recom these 2 daggers now. For the ultimate enchantment here, I also have a few options. Firstly, Soul Eater I could do. The best option for me is going to end up being Swarm because there's a lot of mobs down there in the Blaze area, so I'm just going to go with that. I know it's a little bit expensive. It's like 17 million coins, but I think it'll be worth it for the damage, so I'm going to go ahead with it. And the last thing we're going to be doing with these daggers is putting gemstones in them. The slot is super cheap, only 250k right here. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. And I am going to end up putting jaspers into these daggers right here. But I don't really want to spend 7 mil on this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put fines in instead. And now, these daggers look dripped out with everything on them, along with the Sorrow chestplate right here. It's finally time to attempt a Blaze boss. Alright, so, first things first, before we actually do this boss here, we have to get a damage test in. I'm gonna go ahead and put this Sorrow chestplate on, because that's what we're gonna be using for everything. And I'm gonna be using the Twilight dagger to spawn it, because that's what I've heard is best. So, we are doing 289k, 293k, it's like 300k basically. Alright, so basically just under 300k. With the Fire Dust dagger, we are doing 231, 237, somewhere around 230,000 damage it looks like. However, I did buy this Moody Grapple Shot here for like 3.5 million coins, and I think it doubles your damage, so I'll try it out here for the first time. I think I just do this, hook him in, and I did like 565k, so I think it does increase your damage. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Infernal Demon Lord here and spawn a tier 2 boss. I've already done T1s just with the hype and stuff, and they're really easy to just RCM. But what we're doing is the tier 2 here. It's the next step up. I have no clue how this is gonna go. I also have almost zero idea how on earth I do this boss, but we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, we are about to spawn this in just a sec. I can feel this is going to be an absolute disaster, but I'm on my G-Drag here. Honestly, let's just see how this goes. So, I'm just going with the flow right now. I don't actually really know what I'm doing. I'm just grinding them out. But I am getting some good damage in, and it's not doing that much damage to me, which is good to see. Okay, well, I ended up doing it in the end. Honestly, it didn't go too bad for the first boss. I had no clue what I was doing, but I ended up completing the boss, which is good to see. I have a feeling tier 3s are going to be a completely different story, but for the time being, I'm going to move to this spot because apparently the guy who was helping me out told me the wrong spot to spawn it in. So let's try another tier 2 now. Alright, we will be spawning our second boss here in just a sec. I probably have a little bit better knowledge now of what to expect, and that will help me out on this boss for sure. Alright, we're through to this phase. I don't know what to call it, but we'll just call it the next phase. Oh my god, that actually does damage. What the hell? Okay, that's the first real damage we've taken this boss, but we are back up to full. And doing damage to the boss. And there we go, we got it, and we even dropped a mana disintegrator. Alright, so I've done a grand total of 3 tier 2s with this setup. I switched around a couple things in my hotbar to make it a bit easier, and I guess that worked. I'm gonna try something really stupid. I'm almost certain it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna go ahead and try a tier 3. My damage is probably way too low to get this to work. But hey, there is no harm in trying. Oh, I didn't even realize we spawned our first mini boss, of the Blaze grind, I guess. Let's just see how this tier 3 turns out, and I have a really bad feeling about this one. Alright, so as soon as I kill this mini right here, this tier 3 is going to spawn. This is gonna go absolutely horrendously. I already know it. I have no clue why I'm attempting this, but we have to go through with it now. Okay, well, we're not taking that much damage so far, which is good to see. I'm definitely skill issuing these swaps. We are into the next phase. That is a good sign. I don't want to let these guys hit me, and if I've learned anything from E-Man, those lasers do not mean good stuff. I guess I have to do this one now? Okay, I need to be dodging those lasers. I don't want to find out what those lasers do. Okay, I am getting kind of tossed here. Okay, those lasers do a lot of damage. I accidentally got hit by some of them. Honestly, I did not pick the best spot to spawn this boss because of the fact that there is a million smoldering blazes always on me here. Okay, this guy should be dead, and he is. Just gotta kill this guy now. Okay, and he is dead. We are into the next phase. I have no clue what those things are that he's hitting. What is a fire pillar over here? Okay, what the hell? So in the chat it says I need a droplet wisp for those pillars, and I need to do a bunch of stuff with all the attunements on there, so clearly I'm doing something wrong. So I guess the first thing I'll do here is go ahead and buy myself a droplet wisp. I've also heard from some people that using a wither cloak sword here is actually worth it just to get through the fire pillars phase, so let's try doing that. I just dropped the smoldering book off of killing these blazes. I have no clue how rare that is. I think it's like the third one I've dropped, but I'll probably end up selling this. Right, we will be spawning this boss any second now. I hopefully have some improvements, and the server's lagging like crazy, and I'm also going to spawn in an area with not a billion smoldering blaze in it, so hopefully this goes a little bit better, but it's about to spawn here, and let's try this out. I am still hella skill issued with all the Ashik and Urin and everything, and the server is going absolutely crazy right now. Alright, we are through to this phase. I don't know what you want to call it, but yes. Alright, got some good damage in on that first guy. I really want to be dodging those lasers right there. Okay, that guy did a lot of damage in one hit. I really need to stay away from this guy. Oh my god. Okay, this guy, I can't let him hit me. Vitality is really helping here, though. Dude, this server, what the hell? Alright, that guy's dead, and hopefully I can get this guy right here. Yep, perfect. We are into the next phase. He is spawning a fire pit, it looks like. I think so, at least. Or not, maybe? I don't know what's happening here. Jesus Christ, Crimson Isle servers go crazy, though. Alright, we are through to the next phase. Alright, got some damage in on that guy. Bro! Bro, oh my god, that guy does so much damage. As you guys can see, the struggle seems to be quite real with Blade Slayer tier 3s here. And if this is tier 3s, well, I can only imagine what tier 4s are going to be like. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. I'm decently pleased with the fact that we are making progress and inroads into the tier 3, and we will pick up on this next video. If you guys could drop a like and a sub, that'd be great. I'm in that race with Flame Game got to 10,000 subscribers. Other than that, join the Discord for giveaways, carries, and more. The link is going to be in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.